I hope you had a wonderful spring break if you were able to take off this past week and you're rested and ready to go. And today I want to introduce to you Cody Cunningham, Chief Communication Officer for the school district, as we talk about communication. I feel like it's important that we get out the word of the good things that are happening here in McKinney ISD, and Cody plays a major role in getting that information out. Cody, what are some of the things that we do in this district, or you do in this district, to communicate what's happening?
Well, we do quite a few different things. We have, of course, a constant communication with campuses. You know, if you look at where parents and students get their communication, more often than not, it's from their campus. And so, you know, we kind of have a two-pronged effort. We've got the campus where they're sending out their own e-newsletters. In many cases, a teacher sending out an e-newsletter each week. Mm-hmm. And then they send folders home in some of the traditional methods that we've seen for decades. You know, at a campus level, we have been really fortunate in McKinney ISD to have access to some technology that's really helped us to communicate with parents. So we have the ParentLink automated phone calling system. We use social media on a regular basis now. And then we have some new communication tools like MISD Go, our mobile application, and that's something that we've really started to use more this year.
Okay. On the first thing that you talked about, the e-communication, what information do you usually send out on that? The e-news, what do you send out when you do that usually?
Well, for e-news, for most campuses, there are three opportunities for a parent to receive information. One would be from the child's teacher, and that's really at the teacher's discretion. The second would be a campus e-newsletter. In most cases, parents can simply go on to the campus website and log on and subscribe to those e-newsletters. And then the MISD Email Extra, which they can access through the McKinneyISD.net homepage. So, you know, the campus and teacher e-newsletters are sent out in most cases on a weekly basis. Mm-hmm. The district e-newsletter, we use a little more discretion. We send it out periodically. We don't have a scheduled, we send out every Friday. And we really reserve it for kind of critical district-wide information. Okay. Oftentimes we send out 1 or 2 communications a month, but that's in addition to our other daily posts, which would be on more of our social media, like our Facebook account.
All right. So if someone subscribed to the, there's some information that you send out on a, I guess you'd say it's when there's an emergency or something critical that you've really got to get information out to the district. What do you use what channels do you use when, say, there's going to be a school closure or there's a lockdown somewhere? What do you use on that? What do you determine to use?
You know, our philosophy really is we want to use every avenue possible in the event of, trying to reach parents or get critical information out there. So we're going to rely heavily on our ParentLink phone calling system. If something is really just affecting one school, we may just target that communication just to that school. But we also use our MISD Email Extra, the e-newsletter. Mm-hmm. We have about 11,000 subscribers to MISD Email Extra, but we're always trying to get additional subscribers. I think one of the most effective and quickest ways for us to communicate with our parents now is through social media. Mm-hmm. We have a Twitter account, we have a Facebook page, and it's interesting, if you look at some of our school closures, or maybe we had a precautionary lockdown or potential for inclement weather, we post that information literally within minutes of those incidents or possible emergency situations. And so if you happen to have a Facebook account, we always encourage our parents and students to friend us on Facebook, and we do our best to update that. We have posts literally every day, everything from district news to new videos that we create through McKinney Education Television.
So Facebook is a very powerful way of finding out about daily news and news and events, accomplishments that we have achieved with our students or whatever.
I think Facebook is the most timely communication tool we have, because we're putting a lot of information there, but we're not bogging people down with just tons and tons of information. So you've got short, very concise messages that you can go in, access, and so that's a good way for us, I think, to reach our parents. The MISD Go app is another one that's really efficient for us. We have the ability now to do push notifications. So in the event of school closure due to inclement weather, an emergency lockdown or something like that, we can go in, whether you have a BlackBerry, an iPhone, or an Android, and we can send a push notification to anybody who's downloaded our app.
Even a BlackBerry, we can do push notifications?
Even a BlackBerry, although we don't have very many BlackBerry users at this time.
Okay, that's good to hear.
But we can send those notifications out. Right now, we have, I would say, probably 70% of our downloads on our app are available through the iPhone. So most of our community that has downloaded the app use the iPhone. The second by far would be the Android device.
Well, that's great. Well, we just want to let you know the different options that are available to you, and we will do everything we can to get information out to the public whenever possible. And we would also encourage you to give us feedback. What are some ways that feedback can be given to us?
Well, we have, I think, two primary ways that would be really great for us to get that feedback. One would be you can email communications@mckinneyisd.net, communications@mckinneyisd.net. That comes straight to us. And we're always looking for feedback. The other would be to, just anytime we make a post, if you've got suggestions on how we can better communicate, when we make a post on Facebook, feel free to respond to that and say, hey, it would be helpful if McKinney ISD would communicate through these avenues, or we would like to know more information about this. So I think those would be probably the best ways for us to receive feedback. And we're constantly looking to improve. We've got some good ideas, I think, for next year that we're going to try to implement over the summer. Okay. So we're excited about where we're going with communications, and we're always trying to improve in those areas.
Well, thank you, Cody, for spending some time with me, and hopefully this will help you better understand how we can communicate with our public here in McKinney. Thank you.
Thank you.